welcome to the Cannes Lion edition of Modern Mentorship. I'm Tiffany Gernacci, the CEO of Kite, and I'm joined by Joe Gallo, Director of Communications at PayPal. Thanks so much for joining me, Joe.
Thank you, Tiffany. It's great to be here.
So excited to be at Cannes. Have you been staying cool? It feels like it in the PayPal Ads Cafe. What a setup you guys have here.
Yeah, that was the key. That was the prerequisite to doing this. Was definitely air conditioning throughout.
It sounds like it. Well, I feel like Cannes Lion is that place where you feel like you made it when you've been here, right? It's such an exciting place to be. And so many folks, I think want to get to this point in their career, right? Where you feel like
Yes.
you are just walking down the crescent and you're exposed to so many inspirational folks. So tell me about your journey. How did you get here?
I found PR in college. My PR professor at Villanova was a practitioner and he had two classes. It was just PR 101 and writing. But I distinctly remember the 101 class never skipping it. Because he brought, as much as we talked about like case studies, he brought that like personal, professional opinion to it versus just reading with the text in the book. So that was like, I was like, oh my God, I found it. But it was only two classes. I started a small agency, decided I wanted to get to a big agency, but I had a goal in mind of 5 years. I wanted to go in-house. I was lucky enough to do it at 4. And then, just kind of worked my way through big agencies, corporate life, some of the biggest companies in the world, PayPal, IBM, Nokia at the time, and just kind of found early on that I love tech. I mean, I always loved tech. I was building computers in my dorm room. I was lucky enough to work on the first GPS-enabled phone, pre-iPhone. So we're going back to 2006, 20 years now. And really like AI in 2013 when ChatGPT was not even something people thought about. So realizing that helped me like steer my career where I wanted to go, and being able to navigate the networking side and be able to like work within the community to actually find the jobs that like fulfilled that career goal for me. The best way to learn AI is to actually ask AI, because humans don't know what the machines want. Machines will only take what you give it. So a lot of my conversations with LLMs, whatever you want to call them, are literally just conversations. Like I'll have an idea and I'll ask Claude, ChatGPT, whichever you prefer, like, hey, how do I do this? How do I build this? Is this a skill or a project? Is this its own app? Do I need to go into like Claude Code or Codex versus just like the chat functionality? And that's how I learn it. But it's also identifying what tasks could be automated, being conscious of how to make your professional life better and like simpler.
Right.
Moving things from a manual state to an automated state as best you can. Simplify and shrink the amount of time that it takes to do things. It's a perception issue more than anything else. And I think even
the
if
perception versus the reality,
yes.
Right? And it's time to level set.
Yes.
Yeah.
And if you have that fear of, okay, Tiffany knows more than I do about this, I don't want to go to her and like ask the question because I don't want to come off looking like I don't know anything. Ask the machine. The machine's not going to judge you, to be honest. I think the general trend for Cannes is proof. All the conversation I've had is like about proving the business, not just, hey, here's the new shiny object. And it's everything from proving productivity in your work team, and that's at the CCO level. They're talking about it. Proving authenticity,
right?
When you're talking about narratives and brand voice and whatnot. There's proving the business model. You have a lot of upstarts here. Like even look across the street from where we are, and you have Canva and Yahoo. Yahoo's going through a reinvention right now, and they're proving the business model.
Right.
So it's, and I'll be honest, like the biggest news was the acquisition last week. So there's no like the shiny object's not going to come out. It's all about the meetings and proving the business, proving that the teams are advancing, talking about that, sharing insights, and that's effectively what I've heard this week so far.